You've mentioned contemporary classical as a genre, but how is it connected with other categories of music nowadays? And are these genre definitions valid anymore?
Well, that's a very interesting question. If you'd have asked me again that 25 years ago, I would have said that contemporary classical music is a genre in its own right. It's quite separate from anything else, and it just carries on as it always has done through the centuries. Now, at this moment in time, 2011, I would answer that in a different way because I think there has been a convergence of genres. I think a lot of this has been due to the way in which music is now performed and where it's performed. I think a lot of it has been due to the media, and I think that young composers themselves have trained in a different way. For example, to how I trained. If I go back to my training in the middle 60s, I was trained very conventionally. You know, as a classical composer, I had to do harmony and counterpoint, and I had to do loads of exercises, and then I was allowed to write my own music, and I had a one-to-one with my professor, and I wrote string quartets and goodness knows what. Now, these days, more likely as a young composer, you're going to be in a studio. You're going to be surrounded by computers. You're going to input your own music through various means, actually. So young composers, I think, have helped to change this as much as anything. And now a young contemporary classical composer will feel equally at home doing a 3 or 4 minute film clip. So I think it's good that there has been a convergence. I think now that cross-fertilization between all kinds of musical genres is much more prevalent. The only thing I would say is that I don't think we should, in doing this, water down what I would call the individuality and the essence of what contemporary classical music is. It should always be striving to be on the edge. It should always be striving to be new, to express new ideas. And I think the idea perhaps of watering down one's style for the sake of some general public is a very dangerous one. So we should resist that. Apart from that, I think we are in a very healthy place.